Cartesian plane question, right? The question says that if 7 tan theta is equals to 3 and cos theta is less than 0, right? It said use a sketch to correct your quadrant to determine the value of A sin theta plus cos theta all over 2 sin theta without using the calculator. When they say without using the calculator, right, you can use a calculator, but it means that your answer must not be in decimal. It must always be a rational number. Now, first of all, when you're given such a question, using the correct quadrant, the step number 1, right, you have to make sure that your ratio, right, make your ratio what? The subject. Making the subject means that the coefficient of your ratio must always be 1. It must not be more than 1 or less than 1. Remember, we said that if you have a variable and there's no coefficient, then the coefficient of the variable is what? 1. Same as what? The trig ratio. You must treat it as what? As a variable. So you must make sure that there is no what? Coefficient. Now when you look at this one, what do we have here? We have 7 tan theta is equal to 3. That means there is a coefficient. Then that means that we have to what? Eliminate the coefficient. And how do we eliminate it? Here the 7 and the tan theta are multiplying, right? So we have to take the 7 to this side. Say it is multiplying, it becomes what? Division. So therefore, to eliminate the 7, you divide both sides by the 7 itself, which will give us 7 tan theta is equal to 3. Divide here by 7, here by 7. 7 will cancel 7. What do we have here? Tan theta is equal to 3 over 7. You must bear in mind that the 3 over 7 is your ratio. What is tan? Tan theta is what? Opposite over what? Adjacent. That means that your opposite here is what? 3. Your adjacent here is what? 7. But now since they said you are using the Cartesian plane, then in the Cartesian plane, your opposite is always your x-axis. And your adjacent, your opposite is always your y-axis. Or the y value. And your adjacent is the what? X-axis or the x value. Now let's look here. You see here they said that and cos theta is less than 0. That means that this becomes your restriction. Right? This becomes your what? Restriction. Do you understand? This restriction is given to us. If this restriction was not given to us, then this one was going to go in which quadrant? 1. Because all ratios are what? Positive. Now when you draw a Cartesian plane, the restriction says that where cos theta is what? Less than 0. So here is cos less than 0. No. Cos is greater than what? 0. Here is cos less than 0. Yes. That means that this quadrant, this theta, is going to lie in which quadrant? First.
Not the second.
Not the second, because in the second he said that cos is less than 0, that's the illustration. So cos is less than 0 in the second quadrant because it's negative. But what is the ratio here?
Positive.
Positive, right? Here cos is what? Negative. Here cos is what? Negative. Here cos is what? Positive. Right? So now when you look here, right? In which quadrant is tan positive here?
The third.
The third. Here becomes your theta. What is your y? Your y-axis is always the line perpendicular to the x, because it's parallel to the y. That's why it's your y-axis. So your y is what? 7. Your x is what?
3. Isn't it minus 7 if it's there?
Oh, y people saying 7. Y is 3, thank you. And x is what? 7. But look here. In the third quadrant, x is what? Negative. Y is what? Negative, you bring it. The reason why here you don't see is that the negative for what? Cancel. Then now we have to find what? The terminal value. By using the what? Pythagoras what? Theorem. So then how do we do it? Then it's going to be what? R squared is equals to what? X squared plus what? Y squared. So your R squared is equals to what? What is your X? Negative 7 squared. Your Y? Negative 3 squared. R squared is equals to 49? 9. So R squared is equals to 49 plus 9 gives you what?
58.
58. So going to be 58. We solve for what? R. Square root, plus or minus. So R is equal to what? Plus or minus what? 58. But this is a what? A radius, a length. Always what? Positive. So therefore R is equal to what? Square root of what? 58. Then bring square root of what? 58. Now we can go to the main question. The main question says that what? The value of what? Sine theta. The value of what? Sine theta. Sine theta says that opposite over what? The value of sine theta plus cos theta all over 2 sine theta. Without using the calculator. So what is sine theta? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse. So what is the opposite here? Negative 3 hypotenuse. Square root of root what? 58 plus cos theta. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is what? Negative 7. Hypotenuse is what? Root 58. 2, open bracket, sine theta, opposite over what?
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse. What is opposite?
Negative 3.
Negative 3, hypotenuse. Square root of what? 58. Now watch it, these are multiplied, adding. The numerators are what? The same. So what do we do? You take one denominator, add the numerator. So the negative 3 plus 7 will give us what? Is negative 7 here? Negative 7. Negative 3 plus negative 7 will give us what?
Negative 10.
Negative 10 over what? Square root of what? 58. All over. 2 times this will give us what? Negative 6 over what? Square root of what? Square root of 58. Now, here you can put on a calculator. When it gives you a fraction, don't pick the answer. Decimals, don't pick. Fraction, you pick. Or whole number. But if you want, you can put this in this form. Negative 10 over what? Root 58. What sign is this? Divide. What do we have here? Negative 6 over what? Root 58. We change this one to what? Multiplication. So negative 10 over what? Square root of 58 times what? Square root of 58 over what? Negative 6. This and this will cancel. What do we have here? Negative 10. So we have negative 10 over what? Negative 6. 2, 5, 2, 3. This is what? Improper what? Fraction. We change to what? A mixed fraction. Which gives us what? One whole number, 2 over 3.
So aren't we going to add the minus 10 and the minus 6?
The negative will cancel.
This is multiply.
Yes, negative 6, negative 10, they will cancel.
They're dividing.
Yeah. Because here, remember it was reciprocal. Now, look here. This is very tricky. This, when they put it in this form of restriction, it says that cos is what? Less than 0. That means that which quadrant is cos negative? Here is cos negative? No. Here is cos negative? Yes. Is cos negative? Yes. Now check the ratio here. Is this ratio negative? No. It's what? Positive. So which of these two quadrants is tan positive? 10. So that is how we approach this question. Thank you.